What's up YouTube? V8's back with another review. Up for review today we have the Red Skull Premium Format statue from Sideshow Collectibles. This is, I think, the second Red Skull statue that they came up with. This is part of a series that they call Allied Assault on Hydra. First up, let's look at the box. The box has a nice picture of the statue up front with the Hydra logo at the back, and it wraps around the sides as you can see in the background pictures. The back has another beautiful logo of Hydra displayed. This is the regular version of the statue. It's limited to an ES of 1500. Once you open up the box, this is what you're greeted with. It's about 4 pieces. Assembly of the statue is pretty straightforward. First you start with the base and you insert the body into the base. Next you attach the hand to the body via a magnet, and last but not least you attach the head again via magnet. Pretty straightforward. So on with the review. This statue is part of what Sideshow calls the Assault on Hydra series. As far as I know, there are 2 statues that were released. One is the Captain America. I haven't got that yet, but I plan to at some point in time. And the Red Skull. This was released somewhere about Q3, Q4 2014. And while I liked the statue, it wasn't high on the list of my priorities, despite it being a complimentary addition to any Captain America's collection. The statue itself is part of Sideshow's premium format lines, so it's quarter scale. It's a mixed media statue, so there's some items that are sculpted and some that are made out of clothing. The pose is a lovely pose. It depicts the Red Skull in a World War II type of setting with a cobblestone base. The base also is very straightforward, nothing too dramatic, with the helmet of a fallen soldier with a bullet hole. Pretty straightforward, nothing too exciting and nothing too boring at the same time. This is the regular version of the statue. The difference between the regular and the exclusive, besides the lower ES on the exclusive, is an additional head. Honestly, I didn't care much for the exclusive head. Like I said, this statue wasn't on my list of priorities, so I could afford to wait. And personally speaking, I love this head more than the other. More than the other is the classic look of the Red Skull, along the lines of the comic, and I personally prefer this one. Having said that, the rest of the statue is beautiful. The clothing is done well. The suit is well fit to the body. The coat is of a leather-like material. Mine had a little scuffs here and there, nothing too major on the coat. Because I feel it works with the overall worn look that they were trying to go with. The coat has a wire along the outer edges to help pose for those who like posing them. Personally, I'm terrible at posing these like fabric items. Hence, I more and more prefer fully sculpted. But I understand that it could the appeal where someone could change the look of the statue every now and then. The paint apps on the bits that aren't covered with fabric are done pretty well. There's a nice weathered look on the base to simulate, a battle. The boots are painted well. The hands or the gloves, to be more accurate, and the gun have been painted well. The face sculpt and the hat are also done very well. In fact, the Headsculpt happens to be one of my favorite uh, items on the whole statue. In fact, that's the reason I bought this statue, is because I love the head sculpt so much. It really depicts the way the Red Skull should look like, in my opinion. Fits the supervillain type of look that I envisage for Captain America. And most importantly, no googly eyes on the head sculpt. I mean, that's a reason to buy the statue right there. It's a rare item these days. Quality control has been an issue with Sideshow releases over the last year, and personally I've suffered with a few of them, so I was a bit worried when this statue was on its way to me. However, I'm glad to say that besides a couple of issues, all's well. The first issue I have with this statue is the quality of the fabric that they've used for the jacket. Now, ironically, I own earlier releases from Sideshow, and the quality of the fabric they've used over there was much better than this, especially for the price paid. Speaking about price, that's another issue. The weight of the statue is another bone I have to pick. Now, while I'm grateful as an international collector because that reduces the amount of money I have to pay for shipping, I would like a more sturdy statue. And finally, price. Now, this statue came out listed at $370. I'm glad I waited, because in less than 3 months this has dropped to about $315 with double reward points. Obviously this statue didn't do as well as Sideshow had hoped, but to drop it to $50 in 3 months and double reward points could cause a bad taste in a lot of collectors' mouths. I mean, if I bought it for $370 and it was on sale for $315 a couple of months later, I wouldn't be too happy. So would I recommend this statue at this price point? Definitely yes. I used a coupon, so it worked out to be about $265 with double reward points. This is the best value for money at the moment, especially in the premium format line. So if you don't have a coupon, or you have a coupon, it's still a good buy, especially with the current limited time offer with double reward points. I would overall rate this statue at 90 because of all the small issues I mentioned earlier. Nothing too major, but they do take away slightly from the statue. Finally, I would like to thank you for watching. I would like to request, if you liked what you saw, to like, comment and subscribe. And till I see you next time, this is V8 tuning out.